Let's slow down for a minute and recall the last time you've had a chance to do something for yourself. Daytime flies at lightning speed. With the routine activities and 9-to-5 lifestyle, we often have zero time to sit down and reflect on the current state of life. On average, men and women tend to spend around 1 hour 25 minutes on household activities. Besides, more than 8 hours a day are occupied by work. As a millennial, I follow the same 9-to-5 lifestyle. While only a few hours a day are left for personal growth and side projects, many young people struggle with work-life balance. Most of them dream about having more freedom and power over their lives. The truth is, nothing comes by chance. Life transformation requires continuous efforts and actions. As John Rockefeller once said, "Who works all day has no time to make money." Even an hour a day can make a huge difference in life if you opt from watching Netflix or hanging out with people who don't inspire you. An hour a day is 7 hours a week. It is a full day that you can spend on building your future self. Here is what you can learn in an hour that will be useful for the rest of your life. Number 1, the way you handle money. The lack of financial literacy is the reason why a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck and struggle with debts. Fresh graduates enter an adult life where they have to find a job, form a family, and support their existence without decent knowledge about finance. I became financially self-sufficient at 25. By tracking daily expenses, setting monthly limits, putting a fraction of earnings into savings, and diversifying my income sources. However, it was not like this all the time. I used to earn and spend most of my income right away. It seemed a higher salary should solve my needs, but the more I made, the more I wanted to spend. Human needs and wants grow with earnings. It does not matter if you make $10,000 or $5,000 a month. The one who knows how to keep and handle money wins. An hour a day is more than enough to start learning the basics of personal finances and feel more in control of your life. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Every achievement starts with a desire. Keep this always in mind. What you can do. To help you get started, I share my favorite books about personal finances and investments. I transformed my mindset and started to save a fraction of all my earnings. Number 1, the rules of wealth. Number 2, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. What the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and middle class do not. Number 3, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Mastering the Inner Game of Wealth. Number 4, The Road to Financial Freedom. You might not like finance as a topic. Still, it is essential to have at least basic knowledge about the banking system, credits, and debts. Understand what causes inflation and why everyone needs a financial cushion. Skill number 2, the art and science of nutrition. What you eat today will impact your health in the future. Multiple diseases would be prevented if society knew about the adverse impact of some popular products. Research studies say that continuous sugar consumption increases blood pressure, causes diabetes, and speeds up aging. Cholesterol, if consumed in big quantities, can lead to obesity and cardiovascular diseases. Did you know that nutritionists suggest starting a day with a protein-rich breakfast? It helps to sustain fullness and provide longer-lasting energy and productivity. Meanwhile, the American Institute of Cancer recommends limiting red meat consumption, such as pork or beef, to no more than 3 portions per week. Consider changing your cooking routine to make a healthy living. I do not say you should blindly follow these tips. However, it is good to know how your body functions and what is needed to make it work properly. What you can do. Switch to no added sugar products. Drink tea with honey. Aim to eliminate sugary products from your diet, and your body will thank you. Read books about health and well-being. An hour a day is enough to get familiar with the basics of nutrition and change your eating habits. Dedicate some time to Google healthy breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipes. A weekly meal planning takes roughly an hour of my time. I often use my lunchtime to come up with the recipes for the next week. You can enjoy every present moment, or you can make a conscious decision to live a longer and happier life together with your family. Healthy cooking is a vital skill worth learning. Skill number 3, writing skills. Writing seems easy until you sit down and start. It is no longer about sharing personal experiences, life events, or how-to guides. Writing is about research, self-discipline, tone of voice, readers' pains, and needs. Sooner or later, you might need to write sales pitches, resumes, blog posts, landing pages, books, etc. It is where writing comes in handy. It will take time to see the progress, Better start earlier and develop a consistent writing habit that will change how you live and serve this world. I started writing in March 2020, and it was one of the best decisions I've made in my life. I had almost zero experience in blogging. I never stepped into the writer's shoes. After 5 months of consistent writing, I developed a strategy that helps me produce up to 2,000 words a day. I experienced creativity burnouts, but every step back helped me to move forward and come up with new writing ideas that worked. As Richard Bach once said, "A professional writer is an amateur who didn't quit." I did not quit, even though the writing was never easy for me. I write continuously after work for 2 to 3 hours and finish my writing routine by 8 p.m. It is challenging and demanding sometimes, but it's worth it. No matter what's your passion in life, persuasive and structured writing will help you to create a personal brand that will reward you with freedom and flexibility. I did it by writing a few hours a day, and you can too. What you can do. To write good sentences, you need to read good sentences. Follow a few top writers to know their writing style. Your time is limited though. Check and learn from their most popular work. It helps to learn what resonates with readers, how to structure, and how to write to achieve similar results. I've also taken several courses on Coursera to deepen my writing skills. These ones I find extremely useful and practical for newbies. Good with words, writing and editing specialization, and viral marketing. How to craft contagious content. The writing opened up tremendous opportunities that I did not even know about before. If you wish to become independent and manage your work-life balance, start writing. Skill number 4, drawing skills. Drawing is an art of self-expression. People unlock the power of imagination, transform a vision into a painting, and overcome depression through drawing. You do not have to be an artist to draw expressive paintings. Research studies indicate that drawing can enhance visual thinking, creativity, problem solving, and improve art science communication efforts. Learning to draw is really a matter of learning to see correctly, and that means a good deal more than merely looking with the eye. Drawing is a powerful skill that is in high demand these days. Even technical jobs like online marketing, content management, web design require drawing experience. Why? Artists are creators. If you create something, you can sell your value to others and become self-sustainable. As a marketer, I consider drawing as an essential skill in my daily job, which helps me to create unique images for my content and appealing creatives for my ads. Drawing is no longer about self-expression. It is a powerful supplementary skill that, if mastered, would help you stand among other creators and increase your value on the market. What you can do. Drawing skills can be learned and taught. Start with baby steps. Spend at least an hour a week to learn the basics of object shapes, watercolor, pen and ink, shadow techniques, and positioning. These days I've been using Canva and Venngage to create visual content. I learned these tools in less than an hour. You too can do it. Drawing is not only a powerful mental therapy, but it can also be a new career in the field of design. Why not? Skill number 5. The basics of self-defense. According to the survey conducted in January 2018, more than 81% of women reported that they experienced harassment or assault. I believe it is vital to know some basics of self-defense to protect yourself once needed. Even if you've never felt physically unsafe, having reassurance about your next steps and what you can do to help yourself if unfortunate circumstances happen can make a huge difference in your life. What you can do. Not much importance is given to self-defense in childhood. People grow up without fundamental skills of defense, especially young women. An hour a week is not that much, but it is definitely enough to get familiar with some self-defense moves that can save you from a dangerous situation. Life is too short to waste it on doing nothing. Look around. There are so many exciting places to visit, books to read, and people to learn from. No matter how busy you are, preserve an hour of your time for self-reflection, future goals setting, and personal development. Think of one skill you've always wanted to master. Set smart goals and promise yourself to achieve it. It might seem an hour makes no difference, but if you consistently work on improving a single skill, you will soon become a better version of yourself. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Thanks so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.